I'd like to say a few words this morning on the human design system. Many of you who have been drawn to explore the gene keys first came to the human design system and maybe found it and found gene keys through human design. And I don't recommend, if you're not familiar with human design, that that's a direction you take particularly. If you feel very drawn to it, then absolutely follow that intuition. Sometimes holding two big transmissions can be a lot, and it can be too much. And human design is essentially a mental system, so it does take you into a very mental direction. Having said that, human design allows your mind to relax so that you can enter more deeply into life. So that's the reason for it being a mental system. But what you don't get out of it then is a lot of heart. That's just not part of its remit. I came very much through human design and did a very deep study of it for 7 years. And I have a lot of time for it in that sense. It was part of my journey, and it helped me understand many things that I then simplified and adapted to become the gene keys and other things as well. It's not just, it was one of the pillars, one of many pillars. The view of human design of the world is one based on certainty. It's one based on you have a strategy. It is fixed by your time of birth. If you follow it, everything will go smoothly for you. Or everything will be right. Put it like that. Everything that you do will be correct. The way you think will be correct. There is a fundamental issue that I have with that. I'm just being honest. That if there is a way that is correct, that suggests that there is a way that is incorrect. And that immediately sets up this dilemma. And it immediately sets up a group of people who are correct, doing it correctly, and a group of people who are doing it incorrectly. And that causes difficulty and cultism and exclusivity. I think that's the basic challenge that human design has, with all its wonder and its incredible esoteric penetrating wisdom. There is this fundamental flaw that has to be resolved somehow by each person traveling through that system. And I think it's the same with any system. There's a fundamental flaw to every system. You'll find it. It's there in Gene Keys as well, but it's different for each person. And we have to resolve these flaws inside us. They're paradoxes, and then move beyond them. And the whole point is to allow the system to educate you, to inform you, to lead you deeper inside yourself and your being, to understand yourself and to understand others, and to be more compassionate. And if your system is not doing that, then it's of no value really to me, as far as I'm concerned. It has to create more compassion and understanding, and it has to create more ease in your life. And certainly for many people, human design does that. So it's very valid in that sense. This is some spontaneous insights about systems in general. Just to be careful with all of them, to be careful with anything we read that's written or spoken by another, or anything we hear, including me, that we have to assimilate and filter that through our own intuition. And we also have to trust in the inherent alignment that we feel to those words and to that teacher or teaching, or the transmission of it. If we trust that, that's enough to follow it, and then it will lead us in the right direction. So that's a real key in following any teaching or set of teachings or teacher or anything in the world, just to listen to your attunement to that person, that being, that statement, that truth. You know, it's all in the cadence, it's all in the tone. That's where we know when something's correct. So, yeah, some insights about that for you to contemplate.